They'll let me move him. We'll just put him right here where the JCBW logo's at. I'll just have to move it when I get ready to use it. Well, I'm back to 200 again on those points. I gained some points yesterday. I'm not using the headset today. I don't want to hear that rumble. And it's going on bad today. It's actually shaking the wall, so it's a train, I think. But anyways, I don't want to listen to it in my headset, so I'm gonna just use the open mic for the computer that I normally use, which would work better for me. And I've got the little Bluetooth over here so I can hear the game. So I'm gonna get started here in a little bit. Back into Fallout. Back into Fallout 76. I'm going to up my screen, so I probably won't be able to see any chat. I'm not deliberately ignoring you because I don't speak to you. I can't see the chat. All I can see is the screen. Well, that's 76. I'm probably still in Lori because I didn't change. That's okay. She needs to build her life up. She is weaker than him. He's on level 7. She's on level 3. Of course, he's older than her. I used him all spring and summer. You know, the bad part is I don't remember what all, between the two of them, I don't remember what all I've already done compared to what I hadn't done. Keep scratching my fingers. I don't know how or what I'm touching. It's cutting my hands up. And those are the little ties that's on these cords. What? I got little scratches, you know, like little. They're not even breaking the skin, but they still sting. I don't know what's causing it. I guess it's those little ties. That's the only thing I can think of. I hate dealing with those things. Can't get her out of that. Shouldn't have got her in it. There we go, I got her out. I ate breakfast late, but I'm already getting hungry now. I woke up really late, y'all. Couldn't sleep after sleeping to midnight. I worked on my song up until I went to bed. I think I actually did pretty good on the mastering of that. And I done it myself. That's what really gets me. I've never done that before. I mean, I've always sort of had it hard doing this stuff. It's getting easier. I've been recording since 18, 19, 18, 16 actually, because I started singing along with the 15 and 16s. I'd sing along with those tapes, you know, sing in front of the radio, sort of like karaoke, but just sing with it, and I'd record it. Then when I got to actual karaoke, I started making recordings. Have I ever run into that before? I don't remember ever running into this. So I've been doing it for a very long time. I'm 45 now. Oh yeah, I've run into this before. I got killed with him. I see that tower that you used to see when you'd sign it on. I don't know if I've ever reached that tower before. I've tried. Yeah, I've been doing it for a long time. Is that a cat? Is that a cat? Or a rat? I'll follow it. Where's the attack? They don't attack. No, they ain't rat. They ain't cats. It's making noises. But anyways, I've done recordings for years and years and years. And in 2006, when I started recording with the 4-tracker, I'd never done anything like that before. So even if you listen to my recordings, they kind of sound like either the vocals too high or the music's too loud. But I'd do everything myself. I couldn't afford to hire anybody. Still can't. I can't even afford to hire for music anymore. I got myself in credit debt, which is stupid. So now I have to rely on trying to create beats. But I thought I did pretty good with the leveling. It's just not loud enough for me. I mean, if it was in the 1980s and you still had those really low CDs that you put out or tapes that you can't hardly crank up because they're so low, it'd be fine. But I want it louder than that. I like my music loud. Some people complain about that, but I'm one of these people who likes it loud. But I don't like playing it too loud. But I like it to be loud enough. I don't have to crank my whole volume up. And then when you play another CD, like say something newer, it busts the speaker. That's what I'm talking about. I like my music to have volume, and if I'm creating music, I want it to have volume. See what I'm saying? Because that's what I like, that's what I want to create. And right now, it would be similar to, if you went and got up a 1980s album, it kind of sounds 80ish anyway. It sounds like a mixture of Marilyn Manson and Bajas and that other band that I like. The one with the girls in it. He's got Human League, that's them. And so the conversation turned until the sun went down, and many fantasies were alone on that day. I always loved it, man. What is that? Oh, some bugs. Yeah, I always loved them. It sort of sounds sort of like that, but it sounds like it's got a mixture of Marilyn Manson in it. Even Bajas. That's the Tigma song, is so eerie. Tigma Marta or whatever it is, Marta, however it goes. I love listening to that, especially Halloween. That's another one I listen to, that Doc Henry's one. I listen to those and then the other one. Pelosi's Dead, or what? Pelosi's Dead, that's it. Them are always some of my favorite songs to listen to at Halloween. I always get that band out of Halloween. October. That's my favorite October band, y'all. It's Bajas. Duck and Chess! Duck and Chess! Duck and Chess! Train track. I'm back into the train track again. Should I go up the hill? Or should I go up the train track? Duck and Chess! Duck and Chess! Duck and Chess! That's why I like that Saturn song. He said it's The Cure. It kind of reminds me of those other bands. But it does. Cure sounds like them too, so you could put that in there. I wasn't real big on The Cure. I did like some of their stuff. It's not deliberate. I was more poppy back then when they were around. Like even, like I said, Rat and I'm entering a town, y'all. I'm entering a town that got hit by a nuclear blast. Oh God, one of those is alive. You always lose. You can't get to them. Whew. That buzz is bad today. I wish I just hooked up the digital tuner. You get away from that buzz when you got the digital tuner. I just don't feel like dealing with it because you gotta unhook it and then you gotta tweak it and it's a bunch of trouble. I only got it to see what the difference was. It's easier for me to stick with the RCA because my whole entire switch is set to it. And I can't set my whole entire switch to the digital one. It's hooked directly to the Xbox. No, it's, well, I can unhook it and plug the Sony up to it. Which lately I ain't been playing much different games except for the Atari the other day. I've been mainly sticking with Xbox lately. Convenient. I really like some of my older games. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna mute my microphone, but it almost got me before I could mute. I felt the sneeze coming on. I had to use powder on my feet. That's the only thing that helps them. Woo! I can sometimes smell it. Okay, here we go. Duck entries, duck entries, duck entries. I always loved them bands like that. I really got into that stuff in 2004 and 5 after I got XM radio. That's when I really got into that dark stuff because they had them alternative channels on there. Those ones that were the 80s and all that played all that dark music. I didn't really listen to that much when I was a kid. I did like some of it. I knew who Bias was. I used to see them a lot on night tracks. And probably The Cure too. Yes, I did. Especially them songs that come out in '89. You know, the ones that were more poppy, the ones that weren't the dark stuff. I really like that darker stuff better though. Dark interest, dark interest, dark interest, dark interest. I don't want no dark entry though. You keep Satan away from me, Lord. Keep Satan away from me, Lord. I just like that music is all. Yeah, I'm back to these people again. I'll probably get killed. Oh, it's some droids. There's some people too. Lord have mercy. What are those? How's she ever gonna fight off all this stuff? I will do it. I will it. That's what we're going to be contending with in the future. Damn old droids that shoots at you. That's coming, y'all. Oh, she's critically injured. I'm glad to get her around. And she's down. And she's down. Dark interest, dark interest. I shouldn't have got myself on that. Now it's playing in my head. I can even hear the music. Dark interest, dark interest. That guy Peter Murphy, he had a hit in '89. That was one of my favorite songs too. His solo song. What was it? Cut You Up or something? Cut You Up. What was it? It was something like that. I used to love that one too. Dark interest, dark interest. That guy has a neat voice. But I usually only play it around Halloween. Another band that I like to play at Halloween, and y'all know him, yeah, I mean, Typo Negative. That's another one of my favorite Halloween bands. Boss, and of course Marilyn Manson. I like playing him too, but he was year round a lot of times. I have some bands that are seasonal. Sometimes I'd get Typo Negative out of like in the winter when it gets really cold. That's another time I get them out. Anywhere from now till when it gets real cold. You know, like cold winter. Sometimes I'd be sitting there listening to that song. That's one of them I like to play in between. Then there's that one that was really, really bad. It was like about a triangle relationship. I used to like that one. You know, that's terrible. I used to like the sound of the song though. I think I liked the sound of the song before I ever even paid attention to what it was saying. And then I realized what it was talking about. I didn't ever pay attention. Sometimes I like music based on what it sounds like. And then later on, I'll go check its lyrics out and see what it's saying. I don't know if there's anybody else out there that's like that. But I'll sometimes get to liking something. I think that's a nice beat. That's a nice rhythm. I don't know. Pay attention to think. God, that's awful. Yeah, I know I'm not being politically correct here, but I don't care. I don't live my life to be politically correct. I'm like an old throwback. I'm a high-tech. George Jones has the best song for that. I'm a high-tech redneck. I'm backwoods. On a lot of things. On a lot of things. Some things I wish I'd stayed backwoods on. I don't apologize either. One thing George Jones probably did sing about, I probably really do need the rocking chair. But I ain't ready for that junkyard yet, that's for damn sure. I always loved that one. I don't need your rocking chair. Gevital and Medicare. Still got neon in my veins. This gray hair don't... Thank God I ain't got the gray hair yet. Don't mean a thing. I do my rocking on stage. You can't put this possum in a cage. My body's old, but it ain't unfair. I've been old since I was a kid, y'all. I don't need y'all.
Looks like it might rain later.
Oh, there's actually some troops to help you there. That's good. That is good. That is wonderful. Because all I've got is skills. Street light. I mean, it's light. All I got is skills. I'll wait till she shoots some of them, and then I'll go trying to get some.
I don't like the fog.
Vault suits like yours sure are popular lately.
Why don't they speak? I'll try to see if I can speak to them.
Foundation and those bums up at Crater just don't get along. They want to take everything we've worked for.
That is neat. There's actually some reinforcements. I probably attacked them a while ago. I didn't realize it. That is actually neat.
Nobody panic!
What if I got everything? What if they're all dead? If they're all dead, I'll go home. Because I got injured too much. I like the fact that there's troops out there killing them. That's neat. Them things are monsters. Them things are monsters. And I have to fight with my fist. I can't never keep a gun long enough. The only thing is you can't never trust any of these people out here. You don't know, because you'll walk up to them and they'll shoot you. Sort of like The Walking Dead. I didn't watch that last night. I need to watch it. I think it's saved on our thing, if I'm not mistaken. But if not, I'll try to watch it. They're going to be ending that. Well, in some ways, even though I am kind of sad, they have ruined that completely. I mean, that schmuck they put over it, he don't know what he's doing. That schmuck has ruined that series. He took one of the best TV series on television, and turned it into garbage. I mean, I like some of the things they did with it. But everybody complained about him. Is that innocent people, or is that them things? Or is that a real person? You know, some of them are real people, you know. Not all of them are CPWs or CUPUs or what they call them. He sounds kind of demonic, so he's probably an enemy. course, I'd have probably liked it better if they just fixed it. I'm not really sure how you would fix it. Oh, I've come up onto another roadway. Have I ever been up this far before? I don't remember. I get killed so much. I don't know. I'm probably the worstest gamer in the world. I mean, there's probably somebody worse than me, but I probably should have just named myself Schmuck. I'm a schmuck when it comes to games, y'all. Ooh, that's a dark place. Yeah, I must have come this way before. Oh yeah, I've come this way. It's the junkyard. I just passed it from a different angle. I love that owl. We hear that all the time. We used to hear it all the time. I don't hear it much anymore. Of course, it maybe it's just so noisy you can't hear it anymore. I mean, we used to have little times of quietness. You don't get that anymore. Like when I was a kid, you could lay out there in the yard. Especially when it was colder. When it was warm, people was out running around. But like when it get fall and get cold, like right around now, you could go out and lay down in the yard. There wasn't nothing but weeds up that way where they turned the interstate and all that. There wasn't nothing but weeds. Just woods. And a few stores. A few restaurants. Some people think progress is better, but I'm thinking the backwoods town where you got nothing. I think that's when you get peace. People complains about all that stuff, but if you ever lose it, you ever lose your peace, you're gonna want it all back. We always had the plant noise though, and that always went on. That's not new. It's gotten louder over the years, but it's not new. I bet you that's what makes people move here. They think, oh, everything's here. Everything is here, but a Target, maybe a few other stores. We got everything else. We got every restaurant you could ever dream of. People probably think, oh, that's neat. You got everything, but you got noise too. You better have a good soundproof house. You better have that thing completely soundproof. You ain't gonna be able to stand in here. These older houses don't cut it. Be careful with what you wish for. I hear people complaining about the nowhere town all the time, and I'm thinking I'd do anything to be in the nowhere town. I can't afford to leave. I got no way of doing it. Be careful with what you wish for. Because when that peace is gone, you're going to miss it. All that stuff at the end of the day don't matter, even though I like it. And I don't think nobody should be forcing nobody to shut it down. Because the wood people's got a right to, like say on a Friday, they've gotten through with working all week, and they want to go out to a bar and maybe sit down and listen to some good music or talk with their friends. They should be able to do that. And the person running it should be able to earn their living. You're always going to have sickness. Some of them are bad at worse than others. that a dangerous station? Yeah, that's a dangerous station. Leroy's got a dog. He's got a knife and he's got a dog. Whew. Maybe some of them gun people will get them. Some people just want to give up everything they got because of safety, and you can't give anything up for safety because you're never safe. You could go outside and something fall on you, or you get hit by a car, or this and that. You just drop dead. Something could not go right in your body, and your heart stop or something, and you could drop. You can't worry about all this stuff all the time. People send this stuff too far. I think Trump, my opinion on him and the reason he took the experimental drug, I think he was using himself as a guinea pig to show that you can recover from this. That's just my thoughts. Now, I think he's made the wrong choice. I wouldn't have done it to myself because I'm telling you, there's this medicine. If you go look at its research and all the things that happens to it, I refuse to take that thing. I mean, my doctor wanted me to take it months ago. I mean, like a year, about 6 months or so before I took it. I finally saw I was having issues, and I decided, well, I'll go ahead and take half of it. I didn't even really want to take it. And it did straighten me out, but that's going to be temporarily, probably. But, I didn't want to take that thing. I'm careful about what I take. Of course, maybe he was afraid of having that. Maybe he was afraid that, I mean, you got to make decisions for yourself. At the end of the day, that's what counts. I'm not anti-medicine. I'm just anti-forced medicine. I'm anti-forced everything. Forced religion, forced living, etc. This is America. That's what we got away from. People says, you got to do this, and you don't got to do nothing but live and die. That is your choices in life. You've got to do nothing but live and die. And they added pay taxes to it, but you didn't even really have to do that in the beginning. That's something they brought on later on. Of course, then you're just going to take your consequences of going to jail, but there shouldn't be no consequence for making a medical decision for yourself. I mean, that's your right to make your decision for yourself, and don't hand me about the public and them getting it. Their goal is to take care of themselves. Your goal is to take care of you, and their goal is to take care of themselves. You don't owe them anything. And if they get out and get it, they were there and they got it. They were there too. And the mask ain't going to stop that. They don't like common sense thinking. That mask ain't going to stop nothing. It might put a little percentage. Still ain't going to stop it. So if you feel safe in your mask, wear it. Somebody else, don't give them grief about it. Stay away from them. You see them out without the mask and you got a problem with it, don't be getting in their faces and screaming at them. I mean, you ain't worried about it. You're getting in their faces screaming. It's something else. It's about control. That's all it is. It's just about control. Because they would not get in your face if they was really as worried as they're saying they are. Some schmuck's always trying to control somebody else. Me, I'm a free spirit. I don't want to control nobody, and I don't want to be controlled. If I don't like something you do, I might get away from you. But I'm not going to try to control you. I just try to leave. It's all about control. I didn't mean to get on that subject. I usually like using this as my escape from all that garbage. But you can't help but think about this game. Because what's it about? It's about an apocalyptic world. It's about survival. And that's your goal, to survive, just like it's anybody else's goal. They gotta take care of themselves. Nobody owes them anything. Especially in America, we don't live in a society where everybody's responsible for everybody. You have the choice to try to be better and get yourself, and then some people never accomplish it. But that's what the cost of a free society is, and I'd rather have it that way. I'd much rather have it that way than something forced. And I won't never have nothing, probably. I realize that. But I don't want it. If it has to be taken from somebody else to give it to me, I don't want it. I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, just leave this long-haired country boy alone. I always loved that song. I don't want nothing from nobody. As you notice, I don't get liked much. That's exactly how I like it. You know, a lot of people says things to get liked. Me, I do the opposite. Sometimes I think I work overtime trying to not get liked, but that's not really it. It's just I just don't care what anybody thinks. And sometimes I hold back. If I really care about somebody or I like them, or I might hold back a bit about what I say. I try to. But even I fail there a lot of times. Sometimes I make people that I like mad at me. Because I just don't have no filter. But I try not to care what anybody thinks. Cause that's the only way you can be. Because if you start caring about what people think, the day you start putting other people over you, you've lost. I'm sorry. Now that's reasonable. Like, say, you're supposed to care about people. God even tells you to do that. If you don't want to become a slave to that, even Jesus didn't do that. He's the one who preached love and everything. He told them what he thought. Sometimes he held back, but he held back because he had to. He knew what to say and what not to say. That's something that I don't have. Unfortunately. He knew when to be quiet. He knew when to say something. He knew when he had to say something. He didn't think nothing about telling them to get behind me, Satan. Even his own friend. His own disciple. I don't have the comment. I don't have the sensibilities either. I grew up with a roughneck daddy who got bullied around when he was a kid, and he decided when he grew up he wasn't gonna get bullied around. He didn't take nothing from nobody. And I saw my small fighter doing that, and I thought, well, I'm a big old man, and he got by with it. I can get by with it too. Of course, it's not about size. David and Goliath. But he just decided he wasn't going to take people's BS when he grew up. And he took down some very big people at times. And he knew how to do it, and he was telling me how to do it too. I wished I'd have recorded him saying it. He took down this big muscular man one time, one of them big ones. He knew exactly how to do it. and exactly the pressure point to do it. Of course he had to, he didn't have a choice. The thing was, I forgot what he was doing. I don't remember if he was attacking somebody he knew, or he grabbed him. He brought him down to his knees. Big old man.
Sore all over. Building this place like this is hard work.
I got rounds of something that I'll never use because I always just stick with my fist. Is anybody in there? I heard a voice. You must can't see her. Or she can go down there. She fall off and get killed. I don't want to get her killed. She's already died enough. Died enough today. I don't want to get her killed. Luckily, my size kept me from putting up with what he put up with. They were scared to mess with me. So I think it made him mean to where he was mean to his own family, I think. Luckily, he didn't do nothing like beat her or nothing like that. And thank the Lord there. I'm thankful for that every day, y'all. As some poor kids that get treated horribly. Indeed, if a man had beat a kid around him, he'd have been the type that would have whooped their asses. And they were busting that old Sandusky or whatever right there shortly, that last years he was alive. He told me they should do something to that thing and hang him in public square. Make an example of him. I can only imagine what he would have said about Eppenstein. I guess he didn't look at it that verbal and stuff was the same as physical. He probably thought, oh, it's just words, you can get over it. I'm pretty sure that's probably what he thought.
Getting so sick and tired of those thorn bushes.
Sometimes that stuff can be just as bad as the hip. Yeah, he would have been the type that took his belt to a man that was beating their kid, or a woman, probably. He'd have threatened to whoop their asses with a belt. And he would have done it with those grown people tonight. That's just the way my daddy was. I guess there's some good things about him. He said something really bad to me there in the end. I don't ever make it public. And I really did get mad at him for a reason. I know I'm the bad one, but I just won't tell it. Because it was kind of awful. I wasn't even speaking to him much. But I didn't realize he had cancer. You don't never know. It might have just been that talking. Then again, it could have just been he was being a mean SOB. You never know. So I'll just take the hit that I'm the bad one. God knows. I mean, it was just something that you wouldn't really get over easily. Yeah, it's more than just a little petty fight. This was actually awful. Like sometimes you might call somebody a name or something. This was far beyond name. It would, well, I'll shut up, because if I tell what it would be like similar, you would be able to figure it out, and I've told it, so I'll just keep it. I'll hold my tongue. Is that one dead? Or is he playing possum and laying low? Just a playing possum, and he's laying low. Back in Flatwoods a bit. I'm singing Alan Jackson. Alan Jackson and George Jones. They got me again. Dang bling it. Our bird loves that. The spelling bee. E-I-E-I-O. He loves the Geico because wee 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 pig, and he likes that no, it's emu. Not ostrich. He's an emu. He likes the emu too. Well, I'm going to try one more round before I get off here for today. I've sort of enjoyed my day here today. Just playing games and chatting with nobody. But I know it is recording, so it's sort of like the podcast. It's an outlet to talk. But no, don't have to discuss it. Now sometimes it comes up. Of course, I don't really have to talk about it on the podcast, but I will to. I basically do it though so my videos don't just, so it has my own touch to it. You know, they tell you to do something different than nobody else is doing. Because I've always get laptops with lousy camera angles with the camera, I can't really put my face on it. If I plug a camera up, it don't work. I don't have enough power to power everything. So I just can't have a camera. This one, I thought of all things, I thought, well, maybe finally I'm getting an actual laptop. Maybe this one will have a decent camera. I get this at the bottom of the freaking camera. If I open it up, you just see my big bullfrog neck. I kid you not. The last two laptops had cameras but they were like tablets. They were like tablet computers. Theirs was in raunchy places. And hell, if I didn't get this one. And this one was at the bottom of the freaking computer. Now, why do you need a camera at the freaking bottom of the computer? I can't even understand why. You couldn't even get your toes with it. Because your toes ain't going to be in the camera. What does it need to be at the bottom of the freaking computer for? That's the most stupidest lens. I need to take a picture of it. Of course, I know you can flip this thing up. You can flip it in different directions. You can turn it sideways. You can even make a tablet out of it if you want to, but it's really a laptop. You can make a tablet out of it. But this camera's in the most stupidest place. Now, I could, if I had an external keyboard, I could flip it upside down and revolve it around. And then use an external keyboard. That's one thing I can do with it. Then it's upside, it's right. I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna let y'all see how stupid this is. It's absolutely stupid. And that's what I thought. I thought, well, I'll finally get a computer that's normal. And I didn't get a computer that was normal. I still don't have a computer. And if I plug the USB ones up, when you play in the video game, it messes either with the video game or the video. Usually it messes the video game up. Well, I did my final try today. Today was a day of deaths. Deaths and talk. But I sort of enjoyed it either way. After I get through, I'm taking a picture of this camera. I'm going to put it on my Instagram or something. Because it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I'm telling y'all, ridiculous. I may just make a short little Instagram video. Thing's gotten dusty though. Let me blow the dust off of it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put it on Instagram. Where'd that camera?